On June 22nd, 1984 was the first flight from Gatwick to Newark. And we're here 40 years later as a challenger brand. And the outlook is good. It's going to be another year of record revenue, a year of record operating profit, and hopefully a break-even position. So full transformation post-pandemic. The summer looks good, especially outside of the US. In June, we will have record revenues from the US into the United Kingdom, out eclipsing our sales in the UK for the first time ever, which I think is indicative. And I think there is still demand for premium travel, slightly weaker in the UK in the, what I would say, the economy class. Maybe still a function of Brexit, still, of course, the impact of the cost of living, but overall, a strong summer ahead. I think we are very much consistent with the outlook for the industry. People are increasing capacity, but that is also contained given some challenges on the supply chain and the delivery of planes. But we've just heard from colleagues all over the world, it seems to be stable, good summer. We're all looking to see what the change in the world will bring in terms of 1.4 billion people voting. So we're hoping for a more stable, a more global environment, but looking good. The challenge of our industry is to prove that we can really reduce our emissions. Aviation happens to be one of the 7 hard-to-abate industries. Decarbonizing aviation is one of the challenges of our lifetime. It's not that we emit the most, but we happen to be such a noticeable industry, something that people view as discretionary. And I think the challenge of decarbonizing aviation is really the challenge facing Virgin Atlantic and everybody else. November last year, we flew the first flight on 100% sustainable fuel from London to New York, and we've basically shown and proven that if enough fuel is made, we can fly it safely. I do, of course, favor a carrot approach, but we do support the mandates imposed or will be imposed by our government once it gets approved of 10% by 2030 sustainable aviation fuel. But, and there's a big but here, our government, any government, should also demonstrate the carrot, how to support the creation of a viable and sustainable industry that can produce sustainable aviation fuel. We need 100 times scale up of where we are today, not just in the United Kingdom, but elsewhere, to reach that 10% mark. So a lot to do, and it's not just airlines or Virgin Atlantic. This requires a rethink and probably more of the carrot approach.